Hello, welcome back. You know, I never really looked very closely at this whole scene back here. Looks like from the window in Longtong Electronics we can see right over to Chungsheng Micro. Isn't that convenient? Just go across the street for all our supplies. Also, does Decisive Limited? Not sure I've used anything from them, but that name is very deliberately there, I note. Okay, that's a scene. Anyway, so yeah, last time I made a gun attachment. Carl was really unhappy about it. Sorry, Carl. I did a pretty satisfying solution, even if it was pretty conventional. I still feel like I was just in here a second ago in a copy of this, trying to figure out how I would load balance these so I could turn this into a MC4000. I have some ideas. I think since I have 2 spare lines in here, I feel like I could totally fit some kind of control over some of these outputs with like a wire coming off of here and joining one of these. But since I need a test instruction here, I could only take 1 instruction off of this, not 2, and this has 11 instructions in it, so it'd still be 1 above the capacity of this, and that's where I gave up. So anyway, I've seen from the graphs that it is possible to get the cost down, but it's hard to do. Can you keep a secret? Haunted Doll project. Haunted Doll. Hey, so I was doing some research on the internet. It seems that if a doll is a haunted doll, it brings way more interest. Haunted dolls that get caught on a live stream, are almost guaranteed to go viral. So what if we took some of the dolls from a factory around here and put some parts in them to haunt them, then distributed them along with the normal dolls in toy stores? Oh my god, haunted doll! We just have to keep it a secret so it doesn't leak that we're manufacturing. So it doesn't leak that we're manufacturing them here. Joe, are you serious right now? This is brilliant. I love this. I found some appropriate sound effects online. I think Sinister Giggle and Blood-Curdling Cry are the best of that bunch. Now we just need a random number generator. Preferably a haunted random number generator. Oh boy, I gotta implement one of those. We have some unmarked chips from a long time ago in storage. The original purpose or maker is unknown. Seems interesting. I put some in the prototyping bin also. Perhaps this part was created by a ghost shift. That is just some joke. Humor. The actual humor is right here. Perfect J. Let's go terrify some live streamers. Okay. So that wasn't a typo on Joe's part. So we got an unidentified chip here. Random is a simple input connected to a random number generator. Okay, so I don't have to implement one, just use one. Speaker is a simple output connected to a miniature self-amplified audio speaker. When a value of 1 is randomly generated, play the Sinister Giggle sound effect. When a value of 2 is randomly generated, play the Blood-Curdling Cry sound effect. Look in the supplemental data section of the manual for the audio data that Carl found for these sound effects. So I'm going to control the speaker. We got like... Okay, I think I see what this is going to be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'm thinking we're going to be using this thing. Is this the... Yeah, that's the one that I can input. Supplemental data. I'm looking for sound effects. Not assembled meat. Not that. Not this. Ingredients, no. Sector map, no. Not this. Not this. Not this. What? Look in the supplemental data section for the audio data that Carl found for these sound effects. I'm looking. So it's definitely not this. Neural processing lattice, that has nothing to do with sound effects. Thorium salt reactor, that has nothing to do with sound effects. Turning my head sideways. Sushi robo. Restaurant, kitchen, something. How is this going to be... Oh, okay, there's a chart that I'm going to care about. This is going to be another, like, distributed autonomous corporation thing, I suspect. This looks a lot like the other diagram for that. Elegant Bachelor. Alright, so I'm going to have to make, like, a drink mixer at some point. Deep Nacho. Blood, High Purple, Cool Dad. Oh boy. Cool Dad has his own color value, huh? My roommate is a Lamia. Hold on, this might be it. Murder, basement, 10 strike, birthday. No, this is not it. Keywords, biggest shows currently on television. Bacon style meat. Like, I would think it would be right after this. Oh, here we go. It's right before it. Darklord 555's creepy sound effects page. Designed for Internet Explorer 3.0 or better. You are the 1792th visitor to this page. It's subtle, but there's something in there. You have found yourself in a dark wood, in a huge forest with no beginning or end. What is that noise? Before you know it, the darkness has taken you! ... Exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. These sound effects were recorded and modified by me, Darklord 555. This is not a hyperlink. Well, it is on the page, but it's printed out, so I can't click on printed paper, which is totally what I'm looking at on my computer. They are free to use. You can use these sound effects to scare your little sister or whatever else. I don't care. Giggle.wave, laugh.wave, cry.wave, crash.wave, ring.wave. Okay, so sinister giggle and is it unsettling laugh? No. Blood-curdling cry. Okay, yeah, so this is an obvious case for this thing. I'm going to have to read up on this device. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, there's going to be no commonalities between these, obviously. So I'll need 2 of these, 1 for each. Alright, so you are going to be... Okay, so it generated 1. Play Sinister Giggle. Sinister Giggle is 100, 80, 41. Alright, so we're doing data entry. So tab doesn't go to the next one, obviously. Let me read up on this item before I go and... no, not that. Enter the wrong thing here. What's the name of the component I placed? 200p14. Read-only memory. 200p14. Read-only memory by Pingda offers embedded system engineers. 14 factory program cells. Okay, so I only need 13 of each. 2 independent auto-incrementing memory pointers. All memory cell values are set in advance. Address is 0. 31415 265. Okay, great. So yeah, it is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Alright, so 180, 41. Hold on, which one am I inputting? Sinister Giggle. 180, 41. 14, 14, 41, 69. Oops, shoot. I keep expecting to be able to tab. 74, 54, 27. This is nowhere near enough audio samples to actually sound like anything, but you know, let's pretend. 19, 40, 75. It is convenient that these are the same length, so I won't have to have special length code for handling that. Basically just like when one of these inputs comes in, based on which input I choose one of these, dump all the values. Ah, it's 13 long so that the 14th value can be 0 so that I can just check for that instead of counting to 13. Cool. That's convenient. And none of these are zeros, by the way. Blood-curdling cry, 16, 36, 42. Let me test my memory a little bit. 14, 10, 58, 100, 76. 26, 28, 70, 80, 42. Something didn't feel right. 26, 28, 70, 80, 42. 26, 28, 70, 80, 42. That's right. Okay, great. So I have the 2 audio samples. This would be a great time for one of these. This will take up space, won't it? Yes, it will. You know what? No. This is 1, this is 2. I'll just remember. So, probably one of these for audio output, one of them for signal input. I'm not sure yet, though. Alright, so how does the 200p14 communicate? Is it X-bus or simple? It's either. Right? A0, D0, no. Okay, so one of them is the index, one of them is the... Okay, so I... X-bus, great. Alright, so those are address pins, they're independent. D is data. I don't need to mess with the address pins. If I read the 0, then it'll pop back to the beginning. So I only need the data pins, and they are X-bus. Okay, now here's the thing. I can't, like, put the address of a pin into a register. And I want to select a pin for output. This is going to be weird. Well, I'll think about it. Anyway, right, so the one that starts with 100 is the 1 that starts with 16 is the 2. These are probably all just outputs. This doesn't even have a name on it, but it's a random number generator. Simple input connected to random number generator. Okay, great. Why would I need something to process the input? It's just... Okay, so hang on. It's a simple input. This won't fit in this particular device, I'm sure, but I'll pretend. Pretend it might. Why am I doing all this? There. So if it's a 1, I guess I could have 2 duplicate audio players connected to different ones of these, and have this discriminate which one is going to wake up and actually play the sound when that happens. Because again, I can't select which pin the thing's going to come from. Or, oh, okay, so 2 independent ones of these, both connected to this. Wiring's a little non-ideal here. Let's see if I can implement one audio player here. When you receive... Yeah, so you would work like this. When you receive a 1, oh. Actually, hang on, no, it's not quite that simple. It almost is. No, that's... I went... Ugh. Hold on, I can do better than this. Check this out. Okay, so when you get a 1, you wake up. Also, I need... okay, so tech P0, 1. So when you get a 1... no, false, false. You wanna jump to the end. End has the sleep 1 and then falls through to the beginning. You have nothing right now. Okay, so if it's not a 1, you just sleep 1 and try again. If you have gotten a 1, then I do a loop of reading a value from this, checking if it's 0, wait, let's jump end. Tag X0. I'm trying to sneak that in so I can overload the sleep. The problem is this will be active when this is false. So then this would need to be a plus. Okay, I can do that. Sure. TGT X0. So if it's something greater than 0, because all these values are, then I want to output. I do want to sleep regardless. And if there's still... Okay, so move ACK P1. Okay, so I think that's an audio player. There's no way I can fit any... yeah, any way to, like, bank swap here. I could have... Okay, so there is an option other than copying this and replacing X1 with X2 in a second one. I could have an intermediary between here and these, and that would choose which mode to put itself in. I think that's less power efficient. For power efficiency, I should have one thing that tests for 1 and 0, and wakes up one or the other. Alright, so I guess I'm just doing kind of a compromise solution. This will be... Well, here, let's see if this works for at least the first bit of this. Oh, speaker's supposed to be 50, right. So that's neutral. Got it. I don't want that at there. No, that's... I always want to do that when I loop back around. It's extra instructions when this is not 1. No, I do want this. Line count is not great, but it's fine. Yeah, okay. So it initializes it once here at the start, then once again when it's done playing. And that fits exactly, and I do like that. Okay, so that works... Ooh. It's a little late on that. Of course. That should be there. Okay. So that part works perfectly. It's not going to play the other audio file, though. With the same line count... Okay, so hang on. Let me pick my axis of optimization. Like, all three are actually interesting here. For power efficiency, like going hard on power efficiency, I would have an MC4000 that pulls the input with as few instructions as it can. When it gets a 1 or a 2, it passes that on to... It wakes up microcontrollers over here, who are just sleeping all the time. It'll be inefficient to have 2 of them polling at the same time, one looking for 1, one looking for 2. Yeah, like the simple way to do this, okay, so I can do that, control drag to make a copy. Simple way to do this is to make a copy, change that to 2, actually not change that X value at all, just connect it differently. There isn't really space for this. Yeah, so physical space is a little funny here. Alright, so P1's got to go to speaker, that's fine, got it. D0, okay, I think I worked it out. So this will probably work. No, you're overriding that. Okay, so that's an interesting complication. You got that 50 going out from both of these. Well, only one of them needs to initialize it. Can I get away with this, maybe? You're not playing. Hold up, why is this not outputting? So there's a little arrow there. Was that always... Is that the only one that... Okay, well, I mean, that's easily fixed. There. So, I mean, like, this'll work. It didn't. Why? Here. Check it out at breakpoints. Alright. Tech P0, 2. Here's a 2. Wait, here comes a 2. What? 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 Why doesn't that work? Okay, so 95 is coming in. You both are sleeping. So now 2. Tech P0, 2. P0 equals 2. Move X1. Back. Okay, so this shows me its instruction pointers while it's running. That's cool. TGT X0. Move back P1. Play. So that's playing... Oh, you're overriding. That's why. Okay. Alright, so we got some I/O contention here. So I do need to do this a different way. That's fine. I kind of wanted to anyway. Like, this was an icky solution because it involves so much copy-pasting. I don't like that. Alright, so bin that. And rethink, not really rethink, just like reorganize this for what I wanted to do all along. Okay, I can do a hybrid solution here. The whole thing about where I, yeah, okay, so you're my audio player. Oh, this'll be cool. Ooh. So I can do it with 2. Oh, this'll be actually much better than anything I was thinking. Alright. I got something going here. I want you to be quiet. I want you to be quiet. There. Good enough. Alright, so you are going to actually get the P0. You're going to get an X... Okay, so P1... You're not going to do this at all. Wait, how will this... Okay, this might still be pretty tricky. Alright, I'm going to snag that like that. I'm just going to leave that connected for now. I will be disconnecting this, but I don't want you to yell at me yet. Alright, so you'll still keep the at move 50 P1. You know, I have a... Hold up, does this at least play one of the samples? No. Because I don't have that connected to that, of course. That's fine. I was going to make a copy of my work so far, but I don't need to. Okay, so when this gets a something that's a 1 or a 2. Okay, so tech P1 1 minus tech P1 2. Okay, so plus no, that's fine. X1 ACK. Let's make this X0 actually. Alright, so this is the first sound. Move X0 ACK. How will this work? There's going to be some back and forth between these two. Like, you are going to wake this up. I'm going to put in a whole new one of these. You'll just stay as sort of my template. X1 here is going to turn into... Oh, wait. Do I have not enough X buses for this? I don't. Shoot. Because I need one for communicating to this, one for communicating to this, one for communicating to this. Yeah, that's not enough. Okay, there's no way I'm gonna get away with an MC4000X here. Okay, this fell apart a little bit. I had a good plan. No, I didn't. I had a plan I thought was good. I was wrong. Alright, but let's forge ahead. I'll probably change you to an MC6000 just to get more X bus inputs. Then again, I could maybe have this pole and this wait to be woken up and then select the... Yeah, okay, maybe I could do some back and forth like that. That might be plausible. Let's forge ahead with this and I'll modify it for that if necessary. Okay, so tech P1 1. Move X0 ACK. X1's going to be connected to this. But no, I need another X. Wait, okay, so if I'm doing that, you know what? Okay, fine. Fine. I do want to make a copy of this. It's a big mess, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. Oh boy. What am I even doing? So MC4000X. Before I do that, so the P0 on you. Here, I just want like a copy of you stashed away over there somewhere, making lots of noise. Your P0 is going to be this. Your X0 can be that for one of the X buses of this. Your P1 is going to have to be the speaker. Great. Okay, so that's my speaker wire. I probably do want to move 50 P1. Alright, so tech P0, 1. Actually, hang on. Does that ever output... I think I'm going to make the assumption that this chip will never output a 0. So I'm going to TLT P0 3. Move P0 X0. Okay, so you will SLX X0. This isn't going to work, is it? I'm not getting that good feeling about it right now. I have too much intertwined stuff here, and I'm not sure who has what responsibility. You output to the speaker. I guess I want this to be the bank switcher, so this will shuffle the audio data from here to here. Okay, so let's assume... Let me write this as if I have an ideal bank switcher here that's going to feed me all the audio data I need. Okay, TLTP0 plus move X0 ACK. Yeah, so I give you an input to determine which bank to switch to. I read a value from here. TGT ACK 0. So yeah, only continue with your plus path if it's greater than 0. Move ACK P1. I'm probably just going to want to do this all the time. I don't know yet. Expected register. Move ACK P1. ACK 0. That's great. Okay. Well, no, you want to sleep on regardless. This doesn't work, does it? This should? Seems to. Okay, great. Loop plus move X0 ACK. So take the audio data from here, put it to the... Well, put it here, test for 0. I guess I have to test for 0 every time. You will also be doing that? Alright, there's going to be a cut there. I had to deal with something. That's fine. Where was I? So initialize with 50. I'm going to have to do another 50 at some point here. Whoa, P1's really hard to type apparently. That doesn't seem right. Okay, yeah, so how does the 50 go back in here once the audio is done? TGT ACK 0. But see, that minus is going to go off if... Alright, well that's just going to go off anyway. I guess that's fine. Sure, okay. So 50 is output at the end of audio, or if nothing is going on. There are other options here, but I think this one is reasonable. Okay, so if you get a 1 or a 2, you move X0 to ACK. Or, rather, tech x0, 1. And then I'm just going to have two different code paths in here for reading from these two places. Okay, so x1 for this, x2 for this, sure. I think I'm done with you. Move x1. X0 minus move x1, x2, x0? Something like that. So that's my bank switcher. Now how do I repeat it? X0 ACK. Select X0. Okay, so then you're going to no, you really need, yeah, you're not using your ACK right now. All right, so that's how I bank switch. Tech ACK 0. Well, no, I always move ACK X0, tech ACK 0. Minus jump loop. Nope, can't do that because that's gonna change my instruction enables. I think this makes a little more sense, and I do have the room to do it. Okay, so I can't do any tests in here if I want to maintain this enable state though. So I need to do some other way of detecting this. I mean, one way is to have this keep on repeating. Yeah, I think that's what it's going to have to be. I think it's going to have to be this. Then you SLX X0, I'm going to have to undo this. TGT AC0. Minus move 50 P1, plus move AC P1, and plus move P0 X0. I note that that's the same as this. And you don't need to do that twice in one cycle, so actually, I think if I just stick the loop up here, as weird as that looks, this might work? Let's see what it does. It plays the wrong file. Or I think it skipped a sample, or what is this? Okay, it's switched from one file to the other? Oh, it's doing the tech again. We played the second one just fine. Okay, yeah, so here's the thing. Wait, but no, you're moving P0. Oh, that's a new P0. You have no simple pins. Yeah, that P1 there. Oh, yeah, because the value changed, of course. I need that value to be sticky for the duration of this. And I only have the one accumulator here, so you're going to have to use yours. How will that work? So TIS 100 had some trickery where I could read an input value and send it right back out again to the same port. I wonder if I can do that here. So you need to remember this. This is getting like really silly at this point. I do the one test. Oh wait, hold up. Aha. There's a way to do this. It's just there are all these weird little nuances that don't quite work out with it. I'm kinda close. Kinda? Nobody's jumping to this loop. Of course they're not. Maybe they should be. Yeah, I think I need more jumps in here. I think I just need more jumps in here. The thing is, I need to keep my enabled state the entire time. Do I? Not if I store that in ACK and retest. I can just retest. But once I read this value and send it out there, it's gone, and I have only the one register. I can't have a second one. If I wanted to use the address lines, then there's no way that's going to work. Okay, another idea. Well, no, hang on. Okay, let me look at the instructions just in case I'm not thinking of something here. Not move, jump, sleep, SLX, texting it to MTP, add submol, not do this. ACDAT, PNR, nope, nope. No extra trickery I can do. Yeah, so, like, I can put it in ACK, so I can either remember which bank I've switched to by storing it here and retesting each time so that I can use other conditionals, or I could have fragile conditionals and put this into ACK, and yeah, no, I need to be able to test other things. Unless this SLX can do all that work, in which case you need to tell me when I'm done. Which might be doable. You do have that test in here, and I'd like that to be in only one place. Okay, yes. Now hang on, doesn't this make sense? Yeah, so the only problem then is sending back the same value that had come from here. The problem is this value gets lost. But what if I'm in a... Huh. Man, it almost works, but I have this one conflict that I think all the different ways of resolving it still end in conflicts. If you tell this one when it's done with its job, and it's going through the same code path, checking to see which bank to switch to each time, like I need... Wait a second. Oh, the trickery. There is trickery here. TCP. 0 can be an instruction that does one thing. 1 will just enable things all the time. 2 will enable a different thing. It's not great. Okay, now hold on. Could I know what I can do. I know what I can do. So instead of just keeping the enable state all the time, let's jump to different portions of the code, which each have their own check to break out of where that is. Okay, SLX X0. Tech X0 1. So if you send me a 1, I'll go the one place. Alright, so plus jump bank 1 minus jump bank 2. Otherwise jump loop. I won't have enough instructions here. Yeah, okay, that's going to be a problem. B1. Move x1, x0. Yeah, no, not even close. That's what I feel like I'd like to do. But I don't have enough lines. Yeah, see, like, this is why I don't like flow control in this language. It just takes so many lines. It's like a huge number. Alright, so that feels like a bust. It's just super more efficient to store the state of the which bank I've switched to in the conditional enable. But how do I do a conditional beyond that? Like, that's the only way this is going to fit into that number of lines. I mean, I tried the other way. It's no good. SLX X0. Loop, that's not doing anything. That doesn't even exist. Is there any way to make this work? SLX X0, take X0 ACK. What? Take ACK, what? Take X0, 1. This is so compact. That's where my sleep is. SLX X0. But you do have to test this, so it would have to be a repeated value. Can you... Hold on. Someone needs the value coming out of this to be in their ACK buffer at some point in order to see when you're done. Unless this can count to 13. Maybe this can count to 13. If it did... what would it do with that information? So I have an unused register here. If I could directly write from this to the ACK register there, then that'd be great. There's a breakpoint there. Please go away. I'm not ready for you. I want a condition here to determine when a value is written to ACK here. And for this to continue... Oh, wait. I can do things. I can do things. Okay, here we go. Tech X0, 0. Then tech ACK 1. Okay, so X0... So a command comes in. Plus move... X0 ACK. So you'll have to send a 0 before you want to write the value to... Okay, move P0, X0. Move 0, X0. Hold on, okay, so move 0, X0. Move P0, X0. So I'm telling you, I'm giving you a new value now. These have to happen in the other order, kinda, don't they? Okay, so, oh, whoa. This is getting real confusing. Okay. A value comes in from P0. You check if it's one you're interested in. If it is, I tell you with a 0 that, hey, you're interested in the next value that's coming in. This consumes the value, though. But that's fine. That is okay. Take x0, 0. Take ac1. Okay, maybe that's fine. Okay, so I tell you that. Then I tell you what the value is. So far, so good. When I tell you that, you put it into your buffer. Then you enter a little loop here where you're comparing this, sending something out, and asking whether to continue or not. I can send just a 0. No, I can send a non-zero value. Ooh, this is getting weird. Send a non-zero value to continue and not overwrite this. That works! I hate it, but it works. Oh, gross. So whatever random junk is coming out of this is going to be a non-zero value that tells this to continue. There we go. I squeezed it in. I did it. Yeah, so this is the initializer that tells this to actually take this value and use it for its conditionals here, to determine which bank it's switching to. This is no longer very power efficient, but, I mean, at least it'll be able to work. I mean, my other solutions didn't work. Okay, so anyway. Then you take the audio sample that's read from whichever bank here, written out there, check if it's the end. If it is, you put 0 out of there. If it's not, you move the sample there. Regardless, you sleep. If it was not the end, then you go back here and continue instructing this with random nonsense that's non-zero, so it'll continue. Otherwise, this waits for input and has none. This is a weird program. It's hard to understand, but I think like the actual logic works out. That looks good. That looks great. That looks perfect. What a bizarre thing I came up with. So I did it with two MC4000s. Well, an MC4000 and a 4000X. This will be minimum cost. No one will have done this in less cost. That's impossible. Great. There's a conventional solution that uses less power but does just as well on everything else. Oops, well, that's fine. It worked, kind of. Someone posted their haunted doll being haunted and it was starting to gain some attention, but very soon afterwards they opened up the doll and found the mechanism, so the mystery was solved pretty quickly. But they still don't know where it came from, and I believe that ghost electronics have a potentially very bright future in the marketplace. We could even build them during ghost shifts at our assembly lines. What's a ghost shift? I will continue to research the possibilities. Stop right now. I forbid you from doing anything further relating to ghost electronics. Okay. Alright, so if I wanted to further improve this, what did everyone else do that I didn't see? What's this instruction doing? Continually outputting 50 to the speaker when nothing's happening. Maybe that's where I'm losing my power. There's something I can do about that real quick. I doubt it. Yeah, you have to output a 50 at some point. Maybe you could, like, send a 50 at your end? No, you can't. UGT 0 minus move 50p1. So this gets that minus because of this test enabling it. It does have to happen initially. I don't think I really have a great way around that. This sleep one, yeah, it's got to do a busy pole, of course. Somebody got it all the way down there. Nice. Yeah, I don't see an obvious way to improve that further, so I'm just going to be okay with what I did. This is fine. I'd love to be here at least, but this is fine. All right, I accept that. Okay, I did it. Boy, every puzzle here is kind of a bit of a monster, just because I could just go for any solution and do these a bit quicker. Could I really? Could I really? Just go ahead and, like, stick down all the MC6000s I wanted? Probably. I don't know. I go as long as it's fun. It's not fun at the moment to try to squeeze anything else out of this because I don't know how to do it in this design. I'd have to redesign, and that would take, like, forever. Be great to do someday, but not, like, today when I've just done this way. Okay, so I'm satisfied with that. I'll see you next time for... Ooh, this is probably going to tell me to go make a level in the level editor or something. That's what it sounds like to me. Maybe not. We'll see then. I'll see you next time.